Good morning, children. Children, the last chapter which we had done in grammar was determiners. Children, likewise, determiners, subject verb agreement is also one of the most important part of your syllabus as it will help you to solve again editing, omission, and gap filling. Now, children, subject verb agreement again is based on your prior knowledge, which you have already studied in class 7, 8, and now you are going to do once again in class 9. Children, be very careful and note down each and every points properly. Now, as we start, children, subjects and verbs must agree with one another in number. In present tense, a singular subject takes a singular verb and a plural subject takes a plural verb. Now below is a list of common subject verb agreement rules. Children, this chapter is solely based on rules. So if you go through the rules properly, I am sure that you won't make mistakes in solving editing, omission or gap filling. Let us take the first one. Singular verbs end in s or es. Unlike nouns, the plural form of a verb is not made by adding an s or es to the ending. This is a wrong notion. It's actually the opposite. For present tense verbs, adding the s to the end makes it singular. If the verb is plural, there is no s ending used. For example, singular verbs. The puppy sleeps soundly. Whereas if we use the same in plural, you will see the puppies sleep soundly. So children, s, the addition of s in a verb does not make it plural. Second, compound subjects joined by and take a plural verb. A subject that is made up of two or more nouns is a compound subject. Now let us take example. The goose and the duck waddle by the pond. So children, the goose and the duck, we are talking about two things. Henceforth, the verb would be plural. Next, subjects with singular nouns joined by or nor take a singular verb. For example, either you or your sister waters the plants. Children, the logic is that we need to consider the subject which just follows the verb. For example, your sister. So this is singular, henceforth it will follow a singular verb. Next, subjects with a singular noun and a plural noun joined by or nor take the verb that agrees with the closer noun. Like syrup or raisins take good with oatmeal. Children, syrup is singular whereas raisins is plural. So what we do is we take the noun which is closer to the verb, and here raisins is closer to the verb taste, right? Therefore we have taken plural verb. Now neither the students nor their teacher comes to school during a snowstorm. Now again the reciprocal. Here you see, children, the students is plural, their teacher singular. Henceforth we will take the closest noun to the verb. Next, subjects are not in modifying phrases. When the subject and the verb are separated by other words or phrases, make sure the verb agrees with the subject, not with the noun within the phrase. For example, one of your buttons. Children, one. You can see one is already in blue. So we will consider that one, and since that is singular, that is the reason why the verb has been singular. Same, our neighbor who grows tomatoes shares his harvest with us every year. Now our neighbor who grows tomatoes. Now children, we will take our neighbor, not who grows tomatoes. So the subject here is our neighbor, and that is singular. Therefore, the verb will also be singular. Now, phrases using with, together with, including, accompanied by, in addition to, or as well do not change whether a subject is singular or plural. So do not get, trapped. If the subject is singular, the verb should be as well. For example, the outfit, including the socks, costs $45. So when we talk about the outfit, that is singular. Henceforth, the verb costs is also singular. Now, the twins as well as their baby brother ride in the shopping cart. Now, children, twins, that is plural. So again, we need not worry about the phrase, that is as well as their baby brother. The subject here, the twins, is actually plural. Therefore, the verb is also plural over here. Next point, nouns with a plural form but with a singular meaning take singular verbs. For example, nouns such as United States, civics, mathematics, measles, and news take singular verbs. For example, Alvin and the Chipmunks is a cute movie. $15. Now children, $15 is too much for a movie ticket. Mathematics is a difficult subject. So, nouns with a plural form with a singular meaning takes singular verbs. Moving on to the next part, that is nouns such as scissors, tweezers, trousers, jeans, and shears take plural verbs. These nouns may appear to have a singular meaning, but each of these things is made up of two parts. Tories, shorts look comfortable. Children, shorts, again it is a pair. Tim's glasses, it's a pair. Henceforth, the verb has come in plural form. Moving on to the next part, that is collective nouns usually take singular verbs. A collective noun has a singular form even though it refers to a group of individuals or things. Examples include army, audience, crowd, group, team, committee, class, and family. These nouns take a singular verb when the group acts as one unit. For example, the flock follows the shepherd. The band plays jazz. So children, the band or the flock or the team has been taken up as one unit. Therefore, we have used the verb in its plural form. In its singular form. However, a plural verb is used when people or things within a group act separately. For example, the team disagree. So here, children, we have used plural. Now, children, if the subject follows the verb, the subject and the verb should still agree. So when the normal subject-verb order is inverted in a sentence, the verb still agrees with the subject. For example, in sentences beginning with there or here, the subject follows the verb. Since neither there nor here is ever the subject of a sentence, the verb agrees with the noun that follows the verb. For example, there. Now children, there is not a subject. The subject is bird. Now since bird is in singular, therefore the verb has taken its singular form. So children, what you need to note is the noun here. Like here are your clean clothes. So children, clothes is again in plural. Henceforth, the verb is also in plural. Now, with words that indicate portions, look to the object of the preposition. Now here, what happens? With words that indicate portions, percent, fraction, part, majority, sum, all, none. Now children, what happens here? We need to look at the object of the preposition, the noun which follows the of phrase, to determine whether to use a singular or plural. Now, if the object of the preposition is singular, of course, we will use a singular verb. If the object of the preposition is plural, we will use a plural verb. For example, 2/3 of the candy bars. Now children, candy bars, plural. Henceforth, the verb were has come here. Same goes with 20% of the students. Now the noun students, since it is in plural form, therefore the verb has also come in its plural form. Next is be careful with indefinite pronouns, children. The area which needs, your attention. The words each one, either, neither, everyone, everybody, anybody, anyone, etc. and no one are singular, and it requires always a singular verb. The words both, few, many, others and several are plural and thus require plural verbs. The words all, any, more, must, most, none and some may be either singular or plural depending on what the indefinite pronoun refers to. Example, someone in the back of the bus likes paper airplanes. So children, see, if the rules are not clear, definitely we get sometimes confused with indefinite pronouns. So you need to go through the rules very properly. For example, here, both of the boys. Children, this both is already plural. Therefore, we have used the verb have in its plural form. So children, what you will do is you will go through the rules properly, and related to this, I'll give you one exercise as a part of homework. Till then, children, take care of your health and have a good day. Thank you.